guys, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we're doing May's What We're Reading video. So this is the main video. We're going to be talking about the characters, plot, and then the writing style as usual. And this month's book is Cupid's Match.
I'm going to just give you a little bit of the summary before we start so you can kind of get a vibe if you haven't read it already. So you can join us in the discussion once you've read it. In a world where everyone has a perfect match, what if you were matched with the dangerous, notorious, good-looking, original bad boy himself, Cupid? Dear Leila, I'm contacting you on behalf of the Cupid's matching service. You will not have heard of us, but we are an organisation that works behind the scenes of society, identifying each person's perfect match. Usually we would not contact our clients, we prefer to work in secrecy, setting up the ideal environment for the two matches to have a chance encounter. Recently, however, we ran your details through our system, and well, in your case, we think you better come in. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Yours urgently, the Cupid's matching service.
Alright, so which was your favorite character, Sarah?
I really enjoyed Layla, like the main character. I mean, normally I don't like the main. That sounds really bad. My favorite character is never the main character, because though you're in her brain, it's you interpreting other characters, but I really enjoyed her, the main character. I think for how she was thrust into this whole other, world of myths and stuff, she handled it quite well, and some of her reactions to things were quite realistic, so I was kind of like, I quite like you. You're dealing with a lot right now, and you're dealing with it well, I guess.
I also thought she was really relatable. She's probably my favorite. Because she's kind of attracted to Cupid, but she also doesn't completely trust him because there's, all these things going on, and she could tell that they're kind of hiding stuff from her, and that she doesn't know everything.
Yeah, I like that. She didn't completely fall for him just on, looks, and she was very much like, well, I have a boyfriend, so no. I at the beginning when they were very much we were not recruiting anyone, she was like, I'm not here because, literally, that's when I, loved her. I was like, yes. Stand your ground, girl, stand your ground. What did you think of Cal and Cupid, the brothers?
I like them. I thought, Cupid kind of has this sort of playboy sort of facade, where he's really flirty and stuff, but, I mean, underneath that, I think he's really sincere and genuine, especially later on in the book, regarding, his relationship with Leela, I guess, and then Cal's just, he's kind of stoic at first, so it took a while to warm up to him, but he seems like a really good guy, and I don't know, I kind of wish he got a match, too.
Yeah, all the way through it, because actually Cupid at the very beginning was very much this playboy, his actions kind of were a bit, oh, okay then. But I was kind of sitting there going, I kind of ship her and Cal together so much. He's a bit stoic and he's a bit cold, but at the end of the day, his primary focus is protecting her, and he's actually been like, okay, you need to understand what's going on because it's not fair on you, and I was kind of like, I quite like that. Mm-hmm. I do agree, I wish he had a match. I thought him and Charlie somewhat might have got together, because at the end they were kind of like, ooh, maybe.
But also, maybe Crystal, I felt like he was kind of protective of her at times.
When she got taken, he definitely had quite a reaction to that, towards the end. And I was like, ooh, another possibility. I was very much in the mind, though. I was like, this is Cupid's match. I'm going to be matching characters. I'm playing OTP all over the place. So, what do you think of Charlie and her all the way through it?
I thought Charlie was pretty good. She mainly seemed like a sidekick for the most part until she went all evil. That was interesting. And then I wasn't totally expecting her to completely do another 180 and go back good again.
At first I kind of just saw her as kind of this character that was meant to be there for the whole James, Charlie, they match together, break up them so she can be with Cupid. So when they did do that turnaround, it was like, oh wait, no, she's actually now with Cupid. And she's now part of the Arrows. I was like, ooh, this is different. And then once again, she switched. It was one of these, I was like, she totally went in the route of the stereotypical, what could have been just a side character, and then they added more to her, which was quite interesting. The only other character we really need to discuss is maybe Crystal or Selena. What do you think about them?
I mean, Crystal, we learn a lot about her, I feel like, more than Selena. Like, with Selena, there's just kind of that recording and stuff, and I don't know, we just don't see a lot of her. Crystal was kind of interesting because they gave her that scene in the labyrinth, which a lot of times when someone, in a book, when they switch POVs from the main character's POV to someone else's, a lot of times I really don't like that because it's like, I want to go back to, like, what they're doing. Yeah, I actually kind of liked that little scene where we got Crystal's POV. I didn't remember that annoying me as much as POV switches usually do, because it was just kind of cool to see that. Although, I mean, I think typically I'd ship her in the Minotaur, but he's kind of, like, creepy. You know?
Yeah, definitely. It was one of those, I was like, when they were describing the reason, like, she had to stay with him, and I was a bit like, I've kind of become attached to Crystal now. No, you're not allowed to do that. She's coming out with us. Please, thank you. You can come too, but please, thank you. Go, like, kind of thing. It was a weird scene at the same time. You were so conflicted, like, I'm gonna say, Selena, the only thing I really liked about her character-wise is because she was Cupid's ex, she could have been written in such the stereotypical bitch you don't like you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Like, she could have been written in that kind of jealous kind of way, and from the beginning she's kind of just like, well, you're his match, and just moves on, like, whatever, I'll help you. And I was like, that was really refreshing to read, because I get really frustrated by the whole jealous ex thing. And then I think the only other character we got was their mom, Venus.
Yeah, Venus was pretty creepy.
She was I was really confused, not confused, and like, she was really creepy, but she was very much acted like a spoiled little girl, like a 5-year-old who got everything she ever wanted always. Because, like, literally, like, Cal was speaking to her about how she couldn't just kill people, like, she couldn't just kill Layla, she had to, like, I'm sitting there going, you're acting like you're the parent and she's the dog. It was really like, oh, okay, this is really weird, kind of, in the best way. It was very good twist, like, you don't expect that from this god that's being built up and, like, wants to take over the world, and it's like, this whiny 5-year-old, which was quite cool. It was very interesting.
Do you want to go ahead and move on to plot?
Yeah. Something I found interesting was the fact it was divided into parts. You know what I mean? Like, how did you find that reading it?
It was interesting because it does change a lot. At first, it kind of looks like almost this high school drama thing, and then it gets, like, on a really big scale really quickly.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You do think it's just going to be this weird high school thing with just maybe a weird bad boy in it, and then they're now fighting mythological creatures. Yeah, I didn't expect it to go to the places it went, and you wouldn't expect it to go to the places it went either from the blurb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that. At first, it's like, you know, keeping her away from Cupid, then it's keeping her safe so she doesn't die, then it's trying to get the Finis, and then it's trying to get away from Venus, so it changes a lot.
Yeah, but I feel the authors really put some thought into the world building and putting thought into what realistically, so to speak, would happen. Like, the different arrows were really interesting.
They were.
And then how the different parts of, like, the matchmaking service in Europe were called the arrows, and they were a lot more violent and vicious because they're European, I guess. And the argument there, I didn't know how to take that, so I kind of just, like, and ignored that.
Yeah, Europeans are pretty hardcore, huh, Sarah?
Scottish, just alcoholics. So I'm not an alcoholic, I'd be bad. But it was just one of those definitely. But there was still that element of high school drama that they came back to, like, when there was, like, the school dance, and they were, like, made to, like, decorate that. They were having bows and arrows around the room. I was like, one of these, you've gone from, like, meeting sirens to back to a school dance, and she was worrying whether or not Cupid would ask her to the dance, and it was good mixing stuff.
Yeah, and I really like those, like, just those little moments between her and Cupid where they, like, grow closer together. I thought that was cute.
I thought it was very organic, the way they worked.
Alright, you want to go ahead and do the writing then?
First person is something, it's not like I find it hard to read, but it's not something I normally go towards. Because
Yeah.
I don't know, I like third person because I feel I get more thoughts that way.
A lot of YA books, though, are in first person. At least it seems like that to me.
I've tried dabbling in first person and I find it a lot harder to write, but it's a good challenge, if you know what I mean. So that's why I keep, there's one, but it's one of these, I definitely enjoyed reading it, which I find really surprising, for obviously being first person. POV, there wasn't many like POV changes, which I think was good. But actual writing stuff, that was really good. I mean, you really got into the story quite quickly. I mean, it wasn't very, compared to last month when, like, from the beginning, you were, like, immersed in this world of, like the gallows in the, like, last month.
Yeah.
It was so eloquently detailed, and it was just like, oh, it wasn't like that, but it was still very good world building and written really, really well for, like, reading it, kind of says, like, all the rest of the book we read. It just, last month was just...
Definitely. I mean, it was clear and crisp, and I wasn't really confused during the story at all. Like,
there wasn't any, like, major plot holes, and everything kept you on your toes, and it was good that way.
Back to plot. There was, like, so much going on that there wasn't really a chance for things to, like, get too slow, I guess.
Which goes back to the writing style. It was really good because every time it kind of could lag, they added, like, the next big battle, the next big step, like the ultimate boss battle, if you're thinking video game-wise. It was kind of, it did increase, but, like, the characters also were either, they were learning more, they were thinking strategy, they were getting used to each other, and it was kind of, overall, she'd thought that through, which is really good writing style as well, so props to her, go writer.
Well, guys, there you have some of our thoughts on Cupid's Match. We both really liked it. There's some great romance going on in there, great world building, and, you know, both of us really enjoyed the story. There's not really a point where you can get bored just because there's so much going on between this contrast of, like, high school drama and then, like, the whole goddess coming back thing into the world, so...
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. So we decided on next month's book, and we kind of discussed doing the Spies series for this month. So we decided to do Spies Book 2, which is Spies in Stilettos, which is a Christmas theme book, which we're doing in June. Because why the hell not? But yeah, I think it'll be a really fun book to read, because we kind of know the characters now, so it'll be good to see what happens next. It's our first series, kind of. We haven't, this cake's not finished yet, so.
Yeah. But let us know down below, like, if you read this book and if you intend to read next month's book and just any of your thoughts that you had on Cupid's Match. And we'll see you next time. Bye!